Yo, what is up, y'all? Willie Beeman here, bringing you guys another 2K17 video. Today's gonna be like a discussion video, and to start off, I want to thank you guys. Hit 3K. This is the first video I'm throwing up since I've hit 3K. So I just want to tell you guys I really appreciate all the subs, man, all the views, all that good stuff, man. I didn't start YouTube for the subs or the views, but it's always like a good motivation for me, you know, whenever I see people subbing and all the awesome comments you guys leave. So I want to say I appreciate that, man. But in this video, man, what I want to talk about is what is the worst archetype in 2K17? Like what archetype is overall the worst? Like, all of them have great traits, all of them have bad traits, but which one is the worst? So I put a little thought into this, and honestly it's kind of hard to come up with a worst archetype. They're all fairly balanced, and 2K did a pretty decent job, especially after like all the patches and things that they have out now. But to me, the worst archetype is probably the slasher, in which that's gonna make a lot of you guys mad, and I know that a lot of you guys are like really passionate about your slashers, and hey, do your thing, man. If you run with the slasher and you like them and you win games with them, hey, do it, man, do your thing. But honestly, it's probably the worst. And I've made a slasher, so I have a slasher now, so I can tell you like firsthand that I think it's the worst. Just to go over all the builds that I have personally, I have a playmaker, I have a slasher, I have a stretch big, I have a post scorer, I have a glass cleaner. Man, it's hard to even think of all of them. I have, I think, 8 different my players, so I have a lot of different my players to choose from. I have a lockdown defender as well, which the lockdown defender is probably pretty garbage in my opinion, unless you get all of their badges. Until you get all of the badges, especially that defensive stopper badge on Hall of Fame, I wouldn't bring him out to the park, because I haven't gotten that yet, and I can tell you right now it's really pointless to bring him anywhere unless you have those badges. So that's kind of like another thing too, is really those Hall of Fame badges make a huge difference for the players. So if you don't have the Hall of Fame badges, your player is going to play like trash. It's going to play bad. And the grand badge as well. You should get the grand badge on all your players. But I'm more interested to see what you guys think. So you guys let me know in the comments below what y'all think is the best or the worst archetype, and hey, let me know what you think the best archetype is, if you want to throw that out there. But really, the problem with the slasher to me is that it's so inconsistent with the contact dunks. Like, you just don't know whether he's gonna do a contact dunk or not. And the worst thing that you want to do is go up with a contested layup, which they have cheese. I mean, the slashers are cheesy. Whenever it comes to some of those contact layups, you'll make those on a regular basis, especially if you get your timing down on layups. That's a huge deal too. So you know, this year's the first year they've done timing on layups, and it makes a big difference if you time your layup right or not. So really, that's just kind of all I wanted to bring up, man. This is another chill video. Just wanted to kind of discuss that with you guys. Slasher is definitely like something that I know how to lock down, and you guys probably think that your slasher is amazing, but really pay attention to whenever you play good competition, because that's like the I guess the mark of whether an archetype is really that good or not, because an archetype can overcome bad competition regardless of which one you use. You know, you can use your slasher against terrible competition and just straight dominate them, but whenever you play good competition, are you still dominating with your slasher? That's the question that I ask. I haven't played with my slasher enough against good competition to really say that, but he just is kind of an obvious, like, he has obvious flaws in the archetype that really make him really tough to play with and be consistent. But I hope I didn't piss too many of you guys off, man. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just throwing out my opinion. That's just my opinion, and I know a lot of slashers that are good with their slashers. I mean, they play really well. So really, you can run with the slasher and be good. There's no doubt about that. But honestly, I think the slasher is probably the worst archetype out of them all. Anyway, this is Willie Beeman. leave your comments down below. You know, trash me, man, if you got that slasher. And if you want to come out and show me how good a slasher is, you know, just add me on PSN and come out to my park, man. Come kick my ass. But anyway, this is Willie Beeman, and I'm out. Peace.